Well, a lower section in the draw. Nobody yet through to quarter-finals. You can see Kodai Narioka, the number 2 seed, right at the bottom. He's going to be a tough man to beat. And more Japanese interest in Koki Watanabe, the number 6 seed, and Carlon Angus, 7th seed in this half as well. But the man on form for me at the moment, he's a real threat. Yushi Tanaka, he's going to be a big challenge, Charmaine, for Brian Yang today.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting game, actually. I don't know which way it's going to go, but Brian's playing really well. He's beaten some of the top players around the world, but you have the US Open champion just coming out onto court right now, and he flies around the court. He has so much power in his legs, and he really takes it to him. So this could be a great battle.
Yeah, I hope so. Brian Yang, the local man, Pan Am champion last year. First time these two have met. But the winner of the US Open on Sunday, just a few days ago, Yushi Tanaka, in real form, and he's got an all-round game. Terrific in defense. He gets off the floor like you've never seen, and he's got a terrifically accurate smash. It's going to be tough, I think, for Brian Yang today. Home advantage, though, how important?
I think it gives you a bit of confidence. Yeah, you're no jet lag here, and yeah, the crowd will be behind you as well. But Brian Yang, really for a young player, really is mentally tough. So again, he can handle it.
24 years of age then, Yushi Tanaka from Kumamoto in Japan. And I found it interesting because I've been watching Tanaka on the Super 300 circuit this year, and he always looks so impressive. To then see that ranking down at 42, comfortable yesterday against Giovanni Tosi of Italy. And I soon realised, looking at the rankings, he's played far fewer tournaments than many of his countrymen and many of the top players. So performing well when he does play, choosing which tournaments to go to. There's Brian Yang from Toronto in Canada, 22 years of age now. Brilliant result that, because Leilan Shi again has been in terrific form of late and a real threat. Great at the net, got some impressive weapons as well to come through in straight games. It's a good result for Brian Yang. Cohen Kestelen is our umpire for this match, and Paul Boyberg is back on court, this time as service judge.
Ready to play?
Final preparations being made. Another match where these two haven't met before, and it's always surprising for me, Tanaka. He doesn't look like a powerhouse. Strong in the legs, certainly, but not the tallest of players. And it's,
ladies and gentlemen,
quite surprising the way the smash comes down from the shorter man.
Canada.
Might be a bit of a surprise for Brian Yang today.
And on my left,
yeah,
Yushi Tanaka,
gets off the ground
Japan.
so beautifully. He almost flies on court.
Brian Yang to
again,
serve.
Power in his legs, and he just
Love all.
attacks well. Yeah, he's only 5'7" compared to Brian Yang at maybe 5'11", but he does get the good angle, and it's because of how high he gets on his jumps.
Shot from Yang, it's keeping Tanaka off balance.
One love.
Brian Yang is so solid at the net as well. He tries to set it up nicely. He's good on attack, but mentally, for just 22 years of age, he really can handle the pressure, and he's beaten some of the top international players, reaching Indonesia finals and winning the Pan Am Championships and Pan Am Games.
Yeah, he came up short against Anders Antonsen, didn't he, in the Indonesian Masters? I mean, that is a terrific performance.
Yes, he has a game that can really challenge the top players, and it's going to be exciting. He's been to one Olympics, he's going to the second one, and if he plays well, you never know, you have a shot. Anything happens, different nerves at the games, and he's done it once, so now he's calm and cool, and now maybe he could get up on the podium.
Yeah, he's had a brilliant couple of years coming through juniors 3 years ago. 9 international titles. Taking the Canada International in 2022 and 23, Brian Yang. And like you say, qualifying for the Olympics, and you're here on home soil right now. Now's the time to perform.
Yes, and it is a good time. Building up that confidence. This is the last real one before you go train a bit and then head to Paris for the right before opening ceremonies, because badminton starts the very next day. So he's trying to find the back of the court, but he is playing well and just building on it, right? The coach and the team is here that will be competing, and I think that's important as well.
Service over. 2-3.
It's a really hard fought section of, oh, there's that big accurate smash. Seems to have power and accuracy, Tanaka.
4-2.
Yeah, and he's so quick. Watch his footwork here. He gets back nice and easy, and then he's already pushing forward.
Yeah, tough section of the draw. Leyland Ji, for me, was probably the favourite, despite being unseeded in this section. Brian Yang, undone in straight games yesterday, that's brilliant. But then to have to face Tanaka, those two men, Leyland Ji and Tanaka, in the final last week in Fort Worth, Texas.
Service over.
That's the sign of form that we're in right now, and Brian Yang competing with that. So it's so impressive and such good timing going into the games.
Service over.
Again. Not a bad length from Yang.
5-3.
And still Tanaka's up so high despite being only 5'7". It's so impressive.
Yes, and he comes into it quickly as well. But that's around the head. There's a few from around the head over there that maybe is his strength. He kind of doesn't show where he's going to hit it until the last second.
Thank you.
Very calm looking player, Charmaine.
5-3.
Doesn't seem to get rattled. His court coverage is all very smooth and efficient.
A bit unlucky there. He had him. He just held it, and then the last second, very strong in the wrist and out the back. Yeah, nothing really bothers Brian. I've watched him play many times, and he's nice and steady, nice and calm and cool on the court, and I think that's one of his strengths. Oh, what a get from Tanaka.
Brilliant defense. And he's so fast, isn't he? Because he was diving down to his left. Tight net shot from Yang, and yet Tanaka's still there. Just can't get rid of the guy.
Well, it's the quality, too, that he plays. He's behind on it, and he still can play a great shot.
Well, we've got a call for Hawkeye, I think. No. Possibly a technical issue here, the umpire.
I think there might be some blood or a little injury on his hand, on Brian's. Yeah, there you go. I think he must have scraped it on the carpet.
Brian, was it there?
Yeah, the right little finger, Brian Yang.
No, wait.
Like not what you want.
Don't do that. Not with the
So let's just hope it doesn't affect his play. They'll wrap this up and clean it, but
we'll
that
see.
kind of thing can affect your grip on the racket, surely.
It can, and they don't last very long, especially on if you're a right-handed player and you put that on. We'll see how long he'll have that last on his finger.
Brian, can you show?
So they're just checking probably for a little bit of blood to clean that up as well.
Yeah.
These courts are great to play on, but you can get brush burned, and if you're diving a few times too, it stings a little bit, but it's great to get it cleaned up.
Yushi, we need to treat the injury first.
So normally we'll play on a wood floor, sprung wood floor, which is great, and then you put this mat over top of it, and it's a little bit almost grainy, like a little bit more of a stick, which is great because a lot of sweat.
Very fine sandpaper almost, isn't it?
Almost, yeah. So when you're diving, it stings, but you get that better grip because there's a lot of sweat out there on the court, and it gets really slippery. So it's pretty standard to have these courts laid down, and again, to have a good floor underneath is so important as well.
Well, unfazed Brian Yang. Let's hope the plaster can stay on that finger and he's able to continue. It's such a small injury as well. It would be such a shame to have to withdraw if he can't stop that bleeding.
Court needs to be
Yes,
clean.
yeah, it's you can say it's kind of on a good spot right there. It's on the backside of his baby finger, so it shouldn't affect the way he's hitting, but sometimes just the wrapping on the finger, it gets hard to hold on to the racket.
Well, the court officials still out there cleaning as Tanaka looks on. Health and safety these days, any blood injuries must be addressed. Might not look like the most serious of injuries, but important. Keep everything clean.
Thank you. Wait.
7-3 early in game one.
7-3.
Terrific.
And there's around the head side. That's where he's been winning a lot of his points on that side. I wonder if Brian realizes that yet.
Yeah, dangerous corner to lift to for Brian Yang because Tanaka has some serious weapons around the head. And it's the speed at which he gets there, isn't it? He almost takes 2 quick steps that turn, and then he's got so many options. Like you say, yeah, Brian Yang perhaps might start attacking that forehand rear corner if he has to lift.
4-9. Five, 9. Service over.
Smash again. Wasn't that
10,
far into the corner,
5.
but still the same round the head position for Tanaka.
Service over. 6-10.
There it is. Ooh, lucky break on that one, but yeah, he's so dangerous on that side.
10.
He's just fighting his way back into it.
I wonder whether that will be part of the discussion at the mid-game interval coming up soon with Brian Yang and his coach as to where Tanaka is dangerous, because for us it's been quite obvious so far. And again, gets him back into the rally. 11-7
Service
at
over.
the break.
11-7.
Yushi Tanaka
Interval.
looking the stronger, but Brian Yang still very much in this.
Oh, absolutely, yes. He just has to figure out his game plan and put it to it, because he is in it and he has a great chance of winning.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Thank you, coach. (11-7). Play. Service over. 8-11. Nine, 11.
That's a good touch at the net from Tanaka, and again, so accurate and so fierce with the smash.
Service over.
Brian really has to be careful
12-9.
Yeah.
lifting down the right-hand side of the court, because, yeah, Tanaka's lethal.
Yes, he is, and I would like to see Brian get on attack a bit more, take control of the net, and play a little faster going in. He's kind of sitting it back a little bit and letting Tanaka attack.
Yeah, there looks like there's chances when Tanaka lifts, and he does lift. That's in. Poor decision.
Service over.
It looks like there's chances for Brian Yang to impose more of an attack with a bit more pace when he gets into that round the head corner, but so far in the match we've seen him refusing that, or rather just to cruise back into the rally a bit more, and then Tanaka's able to take control a bit more often. Like there, for example, for me, he could have got behind that and played with some power. Is that that's better.
That's just out the side, but
Yeah.
a good thought there.
Service
but,
over.
Yeah, he's not...
13.
I guess he's just
10.
being patient right now. It's the
Right.
beginning of the first game. He knows it's going to be a long game, so that's almost kind of like he's sitting back a little bit, and I would like to see him go after it a little.
But he's missed one, Tanaka.
Service over.
Yeah, it's going to be
11,
interesting to see how
13.
well Brian Yang knows his man, because Tanaka's one of those players on the circuit that loves a long 3-game match. Saw him at the Orleans, I think it was Masters, and Spain, and last week at the US. And so many of his matches go to 3, and it's played at that kind of level. A typical rally for Tanaka, so much intensity
Service
and
over.
speed. And somehow he maintains that
14,
right
Yes.
to the end of the
11.
third.
Yeah, he's really fit. His matches are long. If you watch a lot of his matches, they can be 60, 70 minutes long, and he's still steady from start to finish.
Yeah.
But again, we'll keep saying it. He has a lot of power in his legs, and he covers the court
Thank you,
nicely.
Elijah.
Beautifully. He gets up nice and high, and he has good shot selection.
Change.
Well, let's see if Brian Yang is keeping something back physically. Thinks he can wear down Tanaka.
14-11. (15-11). Service over. 12-15.
Steady play from the Japanese again. Good high lift, and Brian Yang gets away with it. Tanaka can't find the court.
15.
Bit of variation.
Yeah. Mixing it up, it's almost like a drill out there. Who's going to falter first?
Well wide from Tanaka.
14-15.
They're really pushing each other physically out there, and he knows it's going to be long. But yeah, just look how cool Brian is. Like, he's a lot of confidence in him, just standing around, and mentally, again, just tough. Good net play at the net, and Yang building up the confidence now. Oh, what net again. Building up that confidence, playing perfectly.
15. Brian, don't walk way too far.
Good lift from that tight net shot, and Tanaka now under pressure.
That's when you have to guess. That's when he was guessing the wrong way on that one. But Brian, nice and steady, waits for that opportunity, and then he can go on attack.
Canadian support enjoying that one. The arena starting to make a terrific noise.
I think that was from the play before, but wow.
Good
Service over.
That's where it's won, but
16,
again, it's right behind it. Nice.
17.
It was a short lift, but able to take full advantage.
Yeah, you don't want to lift to Tanaka around the head if it's short. Brian Yang still very much in this. Scoreline. Oh, brilliant net shot, just catching the tape.
Service over. 18-16.
He's unfazed, isn't he, Brian Yang?
Yeah, he's so steady out there. Oh, what a game, yes.
Incredible defense from Brian Yang. I think he's caught the line, it's been
No,
called
it's
out.
I think it's out.
Well, there's a
Yushi
challenge
Tanaka,
here, and I think this is close.
Called
What a
out.
get though from Brian. Almost in his pocket, he was able to defend that last shot.
I'd love to see a replay of that, because it was almost like a scene from The Matrix, the way he had to get himself out of the way. But first, the result of this challenge at a crucial moment in the opening game. This would set up game point for Brian Yang, would it? No. 18-16 the score. Needs this point, Tanaka. It's gone wide.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 19-16. Play.
It's like fire and ice, this match. Yushi Tanaka, all intensity, speed
Service
and power,
over.
trying to win the rallies by hitting the floor. Brian Yang
19.
just soaking it all up, keeping calm, cruising around, keeping that shuttle nicely in play. And he's got the advantage on the scoreboard. To watch the match without looking at the score, I would have thought Tanaka would be miles ahead.
Ooh, and Tanaka's going for the line on that one and
Service
pulls
over.
it wide. Well, he wasn't making these mistakes at the
20.
beginning, and now he is.
Game
But
point.
again, it's just because
17.
Brian Yang is so steady.
Yeah.
It's like, what do I have to do to kind of keep it going? But here's game point.
Yeah, 3 of them. Oh, tremendous.
Service
smash.
over. 18.
That time he made sure it was
20.
going in. A little off the line in the court.
It's
405.
it's a fast smash, isn't it?
Yes.
For a guy that's 5'7", that is a big hit. Oh, there he goes again. He really needs to be careful, Yang,
19.
lifting into that round the head
20.
corner of Tanaka.
Yeah, and he mixed it up really nicely. The last time it was going straight. This time he takes it cross.
Fighting back, Tanaka, 19-20.
So quick.
No
20.
fault.
All.
I thought Yang might have just given a glance to the umpire then, because Tanaka was really on top of the net. Clawed his way back now to 20 all, and that's gone wide from Yang.
It's tough. It's tough at the net there. He's holding it. and then
21.
sprays it out the
20.
side. He has to refocus, or Tanaka will take this one.
Yeah, what a time to let 4 points consecutively slide. It's going long, is it? Challenge from Yang, had to be a
Brian Yang
challenge.
challenges called out.
I think it's out the back though. He's pretty confident on that one. But might as well challenge. It makes a difference of the game.
Here we go. It's long,
Challenge unsuccessful.
and Yushi Tanaka,
Game.
a great comeback in the end. He looked
First
the
game won by
enforcer
Yushi
throughout, but
Tanaka.
Brian Yang,
22.
solid.
20.
Still got a chance here.
Oh, absolutely. But Tanaka came out strong at the beginning. Brian fought his way back and then let it slip away at the end.
Referee. Line judge just says there's still blood on the floor. No, but maybe he's still bleeding. Brian, are you still bleeding? Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Yushi, there's still blood on the floor.
the court officials
Landed.
just slowing this down for a moment
Landed.
as the
Landed.
remnants of that little injury from Brian Yang early in game 1 still a factor out there.
Landed. Can you mop where he has white?
Certainly hasn't affected his game. In fact, he took the lead. Brian Yang late in the first. But as expected, and as Charmaine said at the beginning of the match, it's a really tough battle for these two. Evenly matched, Charmaine, in their very different ways.
Yes, exactly. Tanaka really moves around the court beautifully, gets up behind it. A lot of deception and power. He places it nicely, and you know he can run forever. And Brian, nice and steady throughout the game. I'd like him to come to the net a little bit quicker. You watch his racket sometimes, it's a little bit lower, and that's what Tanaka does so well. So if he can get there just a little bit, a fraction of a second, it would put more pressure on his opponent, and then giving him that opportunity to smash.
Thank you.
It's tough to, Brian let that slip away the first game he had it, made a few unforced errors at the end, and Tanaka just kept the pressure on. So now you have to reset.
Second
right?
game.
He did things properly, but
Love
it
all.
hurts when you have game point and it slips away.
Play.
Yeah. And he had a few of them as well. That must be quite tough for Brian Yang. Just pulling that wide. Tanaka.
Service over. 1 love. Service over. 1 all.
Oh, look at that touch. How
2,
low did he take
1.
that shuttle?
Gorgeous shot. Nice and confident playing the net shots.
From that position, Charmaine, surely Brian Yang should have been looking to knock that off.
Or even if you don't put that pressure on, like his racket was down, like threaten your opponent, right? Even if you're not going to hit it, as long as your presence is there, and it just doesn't feel like that
Taking
sometimes,
over.
right?
Yeah, a bit too calm at times.
Possibly.
White. 3, 1.
Yeah, nice shot from Tanaka.
Thank you.
And again, he mixes up his shuttles or the shots really nicely.
Oh, good save. Having to work hard, Tanaka in defense. Bit more threatening this time from Brian Yang. Yeah, looking for that net a bit more.
Service
just putting
over.
off Tanaka.
And you want to move it
2,
around, because you know Tanaka has
3.
a good straight net shot right there. Yes, of course he has good shots on other sides too, but you want to mix it up. So not always should it be tight net shot. You can take it away from the net or go cross. And there's another cross. Smart, very smart.
Service over.
Smash. Enough quality
4,
to force
2.
Yang into the net.
And again, I wonder how many shots around the head that Tanaka is winning. That's his, I would say, one of his weapons.
Five, 2.
Trying to
6,
find that back line isn't
2.
always the easiest to do.
No, especially out here in Calgary.
Yeah, he's so good at the tight nets, Tanaka.
Fierce.
7-2.
The first sniff of a chance, and Tanaka immediately applying that pressure. What a get. Diving defense from Yushi Tanaka. Somehow controls the shuttle into court.
Change shuttle.
Yeah, just gets it back. Sails out the back. You know you need that depth because Tanaka is dangerous, but it's finding it on this side.
Service over.
Great attack.
3.
Brian Yang won the 2023 Pan Am Games. He beat Kevin Gordon, who made the semifinals of the last Olympics. So
Yeah,
that's
amazing
pretty,
from him.
yeah. And then back in 2019, he won the silver at the Pan Am
8.
Games.
It's a good rivalry, actually. It was Coelho, wasn't it? I think that beat him
Yeah, Igor
from
Coelho.
Brazil.
Five.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that's a nice rivalry,
Right.
those two, for that Pan Am Championships for the next however many years.
Yes, absolutely. And Kevin, of course, Gordon is getting older, but then you have Igor Coelho, which is phenomenal. Like I knew him when he was 10 years old. To see him get to where he is, he's going to his 3rd Olympics, which is crazy. And then Brian Yang is right there as well. So nice and solid players in the Pan Am Games.
For all the shots that Tanaka gets back, that one was
6,
one of the more comfortable
8.
and into the net.
Again, he's having a couple issues
The court needs to be wide.
with the sweat and with the little pinky bleeding. There's a lot of badminton actually in Toronto at the moment, and Brian Yang is training at the Mandarin Club. But all the players are here that are at different clubs, the Lion Club, the KC Club. So there's a lot of depth in badminton at the moment in Ontario.
Thank you.
We have Mike Butler behind the court and Mario Santoso for Brian at the moment.
6-8.
Is that Mike down there on the right?
Yes, yeah. He actually went to the '88 Olympics when it was a trial event over in Seoul, but
Seoul,
he won
yeah.
many national championships, and he's now the head coach for Canada.
Service over.
Again, Tanaka picking the spots. He's very
9,
smart out there. He
6.
mixes it up so nicely.
Pressure again from
6.
Tanaka at the net. Yang wanted to play a net shot back, but it's just that, just the presence. If Tanaka's hunting the net, it makes you want to challenge, but then you want to lift out it because you're scared of getting beat.
11-6.
Yeah, he's so quick
Interval.
coming in, and you, like you said, you feel him on the other side. He plays super net. He's fast to the net, and then he gets behind it and can have so many weapons back there, especially around the head.
11-6 in the second with Yushi Tanaka, a game in the bag. Last week's US Open champion looking strong here in Calgary right now.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. 11-6. Play. Yushi Tanaka.
Well, there's a challenge from Tanaka. It looked
out.
long from this position. He must have felt this was good from how it reacted off the racket.
That's well out.
Yeah,
Challenge
strange challenge,
unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
still got one in hand, Tanaka.
Service over. 7.
Sometimes I guess you just feel it, and in training you get used to how it feels, and it's difficult to then take into account the difference in conditions. Where it's faster out here, it might then feel like it was good, but the wind's going to take it out.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you do have to adjust.
8-11.
And you have to adjust of how many people are in a venue, the lights, the humidity, the altitude. There's all of this that takes in factor. It's only 5 grams the shuttlecock, so it can move. You
9,
focus a little bit more,
11.
especially with these TV lights. You don't realize, you know, it goes up there. You just have to think until you hit it, and that's the top players. They adapt, but it's not easy. They make it look easy, but it's not easy out there.
Great net shot just now from Brian Yang. He's missed, I think.
I think he's lucky on that one. He's so quick coming in, but the angle
10,
wasn't there, and it sails out the
11.
back.
Got away with that, Brian Yang. He'll take every point he can right now.
Nothing really phases him out there, eh? He just looks the same from start to finish, and nice and solid.
Service over. 12-10. Change.
If you give Tanaka time, you go high. It's dangerous. If you play it flat, it's dangerous going out the back. So it's a balance that you have to find.
Service over.
4 from Tanaka.
11,
Cheap point.
12.
And another example of Brian Yang's steadiness, helping him get up the scoreboard. Doesn't take too many risks, Brian Yang. Yeah, that was
Service over.
a bit weak, that response from Brian.
13, 11.
It's not easy, but if he could get that racket there just a little bit sooner on the net shots, it might make a difference and take time away from your opponent. Oh, beautiful shot. Gorgeous.
14, 11. Line check.
Well, all that power he has, the variation is even more effective, isn't it? Absolutely,
and he's quick. I mean, he's so quick. Watch, he gets up there. So many options, just takes across on that one. See how it dies too? It's incredible.
Are there drops on the floor?
There's another medical break with this finger. There's Brian's triplets.
Yeah, it's like he's playing with the Rockets right now. Standing in that mirror.
A little spray, a little sting.
Yeah, that blood injury still causing a few issues out there. Probably not so much for Brian himself, but if the blood gets onto the court, it becomes a problem.
smallest injuries can hurt, a lot, especially in Calgary again at the altitude, but it's dry here. So when we were playing, especially in the winter, you get cracking on your fingers. And then when you're playing, every time you're hitting, it would open up and open up. And you tape your fingers shut here because, yeah, that really hurts. In the middle of the night, sometimes you get this throbbing in your fingers just with the cracks. So you think they're little injuries, but they also hurt quite a bit.
Yeah, well, grip on the racket and how you change the grip so quickly, so often. You need healthy hands in badminton.
Yes, absolutely.
You know.
14, probably not the best thing
11.
to do, but I know there's some super glue out there that I've done that in the past, which not recommended, but it works. I think some pitchers in baseball also have that problem when they crack.
Good defense from
beautiful.
Brian Yang.
Yeah.
Risky from Tanaka, wasn't it?
Service over.
It is, that was a bit wild.
12-14.
Takes that cross, but not a good enough shot, and Brian's all over it. There we go.
Well, he's back in the match again, Brian Yang.
14.
8-2 down he was, and then 11-6. Brian Yang now back within 1 point. Good length.
It's nice when it comes in nice and high like that.
Oh! Well, that's
Service
patience from
over.
Tanaka, because there were a couple of chances earlier in the rally where I thought he might get up,
13.
get behind it early like he's been doing so often, just biding his time, and then this one, he decides to go for it with that big attack.
And you know he can go straight too, so it's a tough one to defend. And like you
13.
said, Tanaka only has 10 tournaments this year, so his world ranking should be higher. You take your best 10. So if you have 20 tournaments, you drop off 10. And he has it right on, so every tournament counts on the world ranking for him.
Good save from Brian Yang. Yeah, absolutely, Charmaine.
Oh, what a shot.
Brilliant in defense from Yang. Tanaka
16,
working so hard to find a way
13.
through the rally, and he's got those weapons, but just absorbing that pressure, Brian Yang.
Yeah, and he was a little bit late on this defense, but watch how cool, collective. He just puts it to the net, just out of the reach for Tanaka.
A couple times he's gone cross when he's out of position, and Brian Yang's got the better of him.
Back and forth.
Service
Players
over.
also now coaching in
14,
Japan. They have a
15.
solid coaching staff there, as well as a team.
Oh, it's just long. There's a challenge
Brian
from Brian.
Yang challenges called out.
Slightly delayed reaction from the line judge. Tanaka's hand was going up in the air very slightly in anticipation of the call being good. The call was long. And Brian Yang immediately challenges. Here's Hawkeye. It's on the line. That's how close it is.
Correction in.
Right at the back.
Good one.
15 all.
15 all.
Play.
What a get.
Good save. Brilliant rally again. Oh, it's a great shot, but Tanaka's there. Wow.
Service over. 16.
You just get the sense that
15.
Tanaka doesn't really want to go to 3 today.
No, he puts on that speed. He covers the court so well. He just clips the net. Brian able to get it back, but Tanaka just keeps the pressure on.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a high-risk game from Tanaka at the moment. Determined, it seems, to try and finish this in 2. And if Brian finds a way through, we talked about it at the start, just saving some of that energy might help him.
Play.
Yeah, he's a solid, steady player.
Well, in terms of energy levels, that's a nice rally to win for Tanaka.
It was. You see him backing away from the net on that time, so it was a good play from Brian, but just wide.
What a save from Tanaka. Brian Yang read it so well.
18,
I can't believe that smash came
15.
back.
Service over.
Tried to force that one too much. He was going cross. He wasn't
16,
really on balance to do
18.
that cross one, but it's been working, so he tried it. Should have probably stuck with the straight.
Oh, that is tremendous from Tanaka.
Service over. 19.
Gets that
16.
lift up round the head again. And he's got options. Watch this. Superb.
Yeah, beautiful shot.
Anything less than close to the line there, and Brian Yang had it covered.
Thank you.
Going wide, is it? Well watched all the way. And after 48
20,
minutes,
match point.
Yushi
16.
Tanaka with 4 match points.
Not quite there yet. Brian
Service over.
away.
17.
Nice feeling, isn't it? When you get an
20.
easy kill and you connect well with it and it just snaps to the floor.
And he hasn't had that many opportunities to do that.
No.
I mean, it's Tanaka playing so well that he's taken away from Brian's game, but Brian is such a solid player as well.
Oh, what a way to win it. Cross smash, this time from the forehand corner from Tanaka. A very explosive and attacking performance from Yushi Tanaka today. But credit to Brian Yang, he stuck to his game plan, Charmaine. He was trying to absorb it.
Match won
just
by
didn't
Yushi
quite have enough
Tanaka.
Yeah, not quite. And
22,
Tanaka, he was
20,
playing well, right? He has so many
21,
weapons from the back of the
17.
court. He attacked well, he went straight, he went cross. Didn't make too many mistakes and never gave Brian a lot of opportunities. A solid player, but Tanaka comes out ahead.
Well, the US Open champion from last week takes his place into the quarterfinals. He's done it in straight games with a scoreline of 22-20, 21-17, and he's going to go and face either Carlon Angus or Jan Lauder, who I believe are on court somewhere right now. So watch out tomorrow for that one. For now, Tanaka safely into the quarters. Welcome back to round 2 of the Canada Open here in Calgary 2024. We've got a women's doubles coming up next. Su Yimwee and Lin Ji-yun taking on the twin sisters Annie and Kerry Xu from the USA, who are on a good run of form, the number 5 seed here in women's doubles next on court 1. Well, that's the draw as